Control, 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 control. There we go. Okay. Lift up just a tiny little bit of yes, 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 yes. And then lower the spine down. Oh, that was a lot of effort. Let's try that one more time. So lift up. Okay. So press it down. Control, control, control. Yes. Okay. Pop it back up. Oh. Okay. I need a little bit of support, and that's okay. Oh. Okay. And then lower it down. My hamstrings have had enough, so I'm going to pull it in. Hug the knees into the chest. If it feels good, legs extend overhead. Straighten the legs. Let the hamstrings stretch. Maybe even pull on the toes. Let the hamstrings and your calves stretch even more. Good. Let's do some core exercises. So I'm going to reach out, and then I'm a little too far away from there. So I'm going to move in just a little bit. Inchworm. Okay, so once I'm here, knees are bent. I'm going to slide my toes underneath, maybe a little too close. We'll see, yeah. So toes are underneath. That's gonna give me a tiny little bit of boost that I need. So arms extend overhead. This is a good stretch. I feel supported, I feel safe, grounded. And I'm ready to exercise. Breathing in, arms lift, head lift. Breathing out, we'll reach, peel the spine off the floor, hands reach towards the toes. Breathing in, lower halfway back. And breathing out, reach the hands over your head. All right, do that again. That feels good. Breathing in to lift up, curl the chin into your chest. And breathe out, just peeling the spine up and off. Keep breathing in. And then breathing out, suck the belly button into the spine as we lay the body down. That feels really good. Do that one more time. Breathing in to lift up. Look towards your knees. Look towards your belly button. And breathe out as we come up. Gently reach. Maybe reach a little further. Breathing in to come back down. Good. Massage for the low back. And breathe out to come back up. Think. We're going to do a little different. Alright, so breathing in to come up, and then breathing out, come back up. Okay, let's see if we can take the feet out, and then roll ourselves back down. Okay, let's do that again. So toes tuck back in. Maybe we do a little bit more graceful next time, alright? Breathing in to lift up, and then breathing out to lift it all the way up. Maybe you're doing much better than I am. Doesn't matter. Breathing in, lift up, and then breathing out as we gently come back down. Okay, so this time as we come up, come all the way over here. I'm going to hold on to my feet because it feels like this is going to be a great stretch for my low back, which is. Okay, so I'm going to stay here for a little bit, tuck the chin in, and let the back of the body open up big. And then I'm going to slide the toes out, hands come back behind, and move the butt just a little bit away so that I can put the outside of my feet onto that pedal. And situate my body in a way so that I know that this is a good distance. This plate is going to come down to the floor. Okay, so first, before I exert myself too much, I'm going to check and see if this is too much and if this is going to work out. Okay, so I'm going to press it down. I use my hands to help me here. And I think this is a pretty good situation here. You see the plate wants to move. Because if my outer hips are not activated and not pressing it down, that spring resistance naturally wants to return home. Okay, so I'm going to leave my hands behind, keep the chest lifted and chest open. Breathing in as I allow the plate to come all the way up to the sky. Up, 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 and then breathing out to pull it down with control. Good. And then do that again. Breathing in to lift up and breathing out to lower it down. Just a little bit of work, not too much at all. And that gives me a stretch and activation for the outer hips. And that's what I wanted. That's what I'm looking for in this exercise. So exercise don't necessarily have to be hard, impossible in order for them to be effective. Sometimes just enough is what we are looking for. And then press it down. And then hold. And I'm going to put my hands completely down so that next time my plate comes up, I might be able to, maybe my hands need to hang out, do that like this, okay? Might be able to lift the plate up there and then lift my hip up. Ooh, my chair is going away from me. And then lower the hip down. This is hard. And then lower the plate down. So let's try this again. Hopefully this chair doesn't move next time, okay? So lift up, 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 pressing the plate down, but not down to the floor. And then lower the butt down, and then lower the plate down. Okay, let's try that one more time. This is pretty hard. So breathing in to lift the plate up, breathing out, squeeze the butt to push up. Inner thigh stretch, groin stretch. Breathing in to lower the butt down, gentle, and breathing out to press it down. Okay, so now I'm going to press it down, keep it down, bring the hands forward, hold on to the chair. There are convenient holes here. So now I'm able to move my butt back just a little bit, drop the chest forward, and then take a deep groin stretch here. Outer thighs. This is a really deep stretch. So if this does not feel particularly good for you, ease off. Hands can be back, plate can be up. Find a comfortable level for you. Okay, so that was good. Hands come up. I'm just going to try to gingerly move my body back so that the plate doesn't bounce back violently, right? So lift it up, and then I'm going to release the feet off. That was good. Okay, so turning back to face the floor, hands. I'm going to see where my toes can go, right? So the toes are here. Hands underneath the shoulders, back leg. The toes are on the pedal. Hands are back, shoulder distance. Back leg is long. And I'm going to put all of my weight into both my hands, and then this foot straightens and energizes. My core turns on. I'm going to tuck the left toes in, lift the knee off, and then once I feel that there is almost no weight in this foot left anymore, I'm going to put it on to the pedal. So this is the plank. My core is on, my whole body is working together, right? So I'm going to take a look at my pedal here and see if I can move the hands forward just a little bit. I think that's a better place for my hands. And then maybe lower the plate down just enough with control. Oh, I lost control, right? So an easy way of helping me to move back up just a little bit. There we go. So, right, so moving the body, you can see that I'm shaking to let the plate come back up. So hands move forward, body moves forward a little bit. Whoa, 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 whoa. So I'm treating this pedal with a little bit of disrespect here because I can't help it. All right, and then I push back just a little bit, push back just a little bit. There we go. Leaning the weight into the hands, and that's enough for me. That's enough for me. 2 of them. That's enough for me. Whew. And then lower myself down onto the floor, sweating. Still happy. My body worked hard, but it knows that I respect its limits. I'm now gonna go crazy about it. Some people do say that I'm crazy, but everybody's limits are a little different. I know my limits. I think I do. Okay, side body. elbow down. Okay, so let's move this back a little bit. Okay, don't go anywhere, please. Okay, elbow down, heel down. So my right elbow and my left heel is down. My right knee, I'm gonna try to stretch it out so that it's in line with my hip. And my elbow is under the shoulder. So I'm gonna open the chest, lengthen through the torso, and then push through the right knee to lift the hip up. Okay, so this is pretty good, right? All right, so from this position, keep the knee, hip, and shoulder alignment in one straight line, and then pull the pedal all the way down toward the floor. That's hamstring work, and then bring it back up with control, okay? Do that again, and maybe 3 more. Okay, breathing in to lower it down, and then breathing out to lift it back up. Breathing in to lower it down. You don't have to be looking at the pedal. When it comes down, it's gonna tell you, I'm breathing out to lift it back up. One more time, just like that. Breathing in, lower it down, and then breathing out, lift it back up. Okay, let's do something a little bit more crazy. So breathing in, lower it down, hold it right here, hold it nice and steady, lift the right knee off the floor, lower it down, and then bring the plate back up. Okay, do that again. So press it down, keep the hip up, lift the knee up and off the floor, lower it down, and then bring it back up. 2 more just like that. And then we're gonna take a stretch. So lower it down, and then bring it back up, and then down again, and then lift it all the way up. And last one. My left hamstring is definitely feeling it. Lots of sensation right here. And then bring it up, ooh, lower it down, and then bring it all the way up. Okay, so lower the hip down, ooh, lower the elbow down as well. Left leg can stay up. Just let go of all the energy that we built up. Okay, turn the toe and then roll it over down onto the belly. Let's bring the left hand over towards the right side and open up the left side of the body completely. Whew. That's the side that was working. The other sides were all working. Okay, but this side is getting a little treat right now. Let me get this side, will get its turn. The ladybug is crawling over to me to say hello. Okay, all right, enough rest. We are going to roll over to the other side. So my elbow is under my shoulder, my right heel goes on top. And I line up the left knee with the left hip. And once I get lined up, I'm gonna pick the hip up. So really suck it in and keep it high as if there's something underneath here that's supporting you. And you're just not gonna drop it, right? Okay, so right hand comes onto the hip. I'm gonna look at the pedal and then use the right hamstring to pull the plate all the way down to the floor. All right, so at the very end, be gentle. And then bring it back up, all right? And do 3 more, just like that, 4 total. So press it down, 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 down. Keep applying the pressure, and then bring it back up. So it's gentle and firm pressure in the right hamstring. And then press it down, and then bring it back up. Are you breathing? Press it down, and then bring it back up. And then we're gonna intensify that exercise, right? So press it down, hold it down. And then once you feel like you are stable, you're gonna lift the knee off just an inch, half an inch, and then lower it down, and then lift the plate back up. All right, do that again. So press it down, breathing in here, and then breathing out as you lift the knee up, breathing in, and then breathing out. 2 more just like that, let's work. Breathing in, press it down, breathing out to lift the knee back up. Breathing in, lower it down, and then breathing out, lift the plate. Last one here. Check that the shoulders are not shrugging up towards the ear. That's a sign of stress. We are under stress, but we are going to maintain our cool exterior. And then bring it back up, and then lower the hips down. That's the first thing. Open up the armpit, lower our body all the way down. Okay, take your breath. And just quietly say to yourself, I'm good, I did that. No matter how I did, how I thought I did, it's done, it's behind us, we move on. All right, so turn the toe, roll the body down to face the floor, and then you're gonna move your right hand all the way across to the left side. And then just lay your head on your right bicep, maybe open up the right side of the body. Good. So that should feel pretty fantastic. Okay. Well, let's do something to wrap up this episode. All right, foot comes down. Hands underneath the shoulders, push yourself up. And then let's turn to face our friend, the chair. Okay, sitting on our shins, sit on our heels. So our equipment is our friend, and it's always very inviting to see, to face them, and they themselves are going to suggest exercises to us. You just gotta listen. I listen all the time. Okay, so I'm gonna put my hands down onto the pedal, and then put my forehead down on there as well. Okay, I'm gonna use my hands to pull the pedal down just a little bit so that I can situate my forehead on there, and with that pressure, I'm just going to roll my forehead over from left side to the right side and then back. So just like that, massaging out my forehead, this sensation is heavenly. It's communicating with my nervous system, central nervous system, the frontal lobes, to say that everything is good, everything is safe. We can calm down, we can relax, we can be ourselves, we can lose the guard. All right, so now staying in the center. If you need to adjust where your knees are, feel free to do that, but otherwise we are going to rely on the neck muscles as much as possible. Use the forehead and not the hands to pull that plate all the way down to the floor, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. And maybe the spring is a little heavy, so you use your hands a little bit to take off that edge. And then once you can go down any further, maybe you can go down, right? Always go further than you think. And then bring it back up with control. So the hands, you can use them as much or as little of it as you need. So breathing in, lower it down, down, down. Continue to lower it down. Make your in-breath a little longer. And breathing out as you lift it back up, back up, back up, back up. Okay, so continue just like that a few more times. Just remember that the hands are our friends. And a friend in need is a friend indeed. So when our neck need our hand friend, and the hand friend says, okay, whatever you need, you use that, right? But if the neck is able to do the thing by itself, then no need is necessary, but the hands are still there just in case. All right, so this feels pretty good. Now I'm gonna turn my head over to the left side, and then using that left side, hold that position using that left side to pull it down and see how that feels. Maybe that feels even better. Maybe just good is a good description, right? Staying with good, staying with positive. So going down and up, just massaging out a different section of our brain. And one more time should be enough for me, but you can always do a little bit more if your body is telling you to. And then I'm going to switch over to my right side. Hold that position and then pull it down. Still breathing. And then bring it back up. Down and up just like that. 2 more. Feels really good. My eyes are closed this entire time. And then bring it back up. because I have a spring, a second from the bottom. It's actually heavier than what I normally would use. So I'm using quite a bit of my hand to pull it down with me, and unexpectedly, my friends, my arms, my forearms, my elbows are actually getting a workout out of this. So there's always unexpected supply. So I was thinking about changing the spring resistance, and then I didn't. And I got a surprise, a good one, which is good. All right, so finally, what do? We sit down, all situated, and we say thank you and goodbye. See you next time.